Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano and Bitcoin. In this video we're going to take a look at the Cardano and the Bitcoin chart, and to be honest the Fed decision that we had and all the decisions on interest rates, they haven't really, as expected, not really moved the market a lot. Actually, we didn't see anything. We saw a little bit of a spike. That was it. We stay in our patterns. Overall the crypto market moves currently as expected. There isn't much happening. As long as we don't have a breakout and I get into the levels, we're not going to see anything exciting here. Overall, many cryptos moving into the target ranges that I've been speaking about in my previous videos, so we just need to be a bit more patient, and then I think one after the other we're going to reach these target levels. But you can already see it takes time. Certainly was a good decision to sell Matic yesterday. I made a video on that when it was at around 215 to 220, so that has gone down. But overall, yeah, mainly here in the red, the crypto market. Yeah, so let's take a look here at Bitcoin, and here we can see on the Bitcoin chart that we continue to move sideways. I'm currently on the weekly chart. Let me go to the 4-hour chart. Continue to move sideways, and we continue to be here in our triangle pattern that you can see if I make that a little bit larger. So we continue to be in that triangle pattern, probably need to move that lower support a little bit. Actually, if we take a look at that now, it looks a bit like that we've dropped to the downside. That is actually the first interesting move that I've seen here for a while. So if that is the case and we really dropped down below this supporting trend line, and we are now retesting that, then we could really go down from here. Now currently we don't see much volume, which is also an indicator, or which actually basically confirms, you know, we're not really seeing a lot here, because yeah, there isn't much volume at the moment going on. But if you see now some more volume come in, this could really push us down lower, and in my view a push to the downside will be confirmed as soon as we drop below 45.7k, which is that previous low here from the 13th of December. To really move here to the upside and to get a confirmed, I've always been asked to get a confirmed wave B, and what that means I get to in a minute. We need to move beyond 52k. That would be the confirmation for me that we are getting into a wave B here. So what is the wave B? I talked about it, basically based on the assumption that here we've had a wave A. So you always have these ABC corrective moves, that this was a wave A, that now after the low we're getting into a wave B, and then we can come down between 20 and 30k in a wave C. Now I did explain it in previous videos. If you've been following me, you will know what I'm talking about here. If not, you know, I only a quick summary maybe. So after the high here, we've been coming down on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 move to the downside. Question now, have we completed the wave 5 now or not? In my view, at the moment, it's looking more like that we haven't completed wave 5, that we have completed wave 5, which is also the wave A. So the wave A consists of 5 waves, and this would then mean that we are now on our way in the wave B. The reason for that is that we are just moving sideways. It looks very choppy, very difficult to find out what it actually is, and that actually makes me think it is a wave B, because waves B look very, very strange sometimes, very irrational, you know, ups and downs, choppy and so on. So that could really be the wave B that we are in, and we could see a move to the upside here very shortly. That would take us into this range here between 55 and 63k before we then drop in another move down, and that, you know, that can take weeks or months, so we need to be prepared for that. Everybody who wants to yeah, potentially go in here and speculate on that and wants to go along could of course do so with setting some stop losses here, because in case we drop below 45.7, then I think we are going to go down first of all to 42, but if we break that then to around 37, 38, that would then mean that we haven't seen the wave 5 yet, that we have seen the wave 3 only, and that the wave 5 will be down here in the range between 37 and 38k. Up here was the wave 4 then, and if you don't know what I'm talking about here generally with wave counts, check out my second channel, More Trading Online. I've got tutorials on the technical analysis I'm doing here, the Elliott Wave method. Just some basic ones, but it will get more complex in the next few weeks there. So I'll make sure I'll upload more videos about the Elliott Wave method. So target area in both scenarios anyway will be here in the end 20 to 30k. A lot of people still bullish in the market. I haven't been bullish anymore since we dropped below 53k. This is the scenario I'm going with, indicating that we have seen a correction starting actually already in April. We were all fooled by the new all-time high here. ABC correction, so a huge A was made, which is the first impulsive wave to the downside, or actually the first impulsive wave in a correction. So this was completed in July. Then we moved all the way up to a new all-time high in November. That was the wave B. And the wave C here will end lower than the wave A. That is my current view. There's a small likelihood this is wrong in my view, and we just go up from here and go through all the resistance levels and make new all-time highs. But I would only give it a like 15%, you know, 15%. So that's pretty much the Bitcoin. Nothing really happened until we dropped below 45.7k. I think we are in this wave B. This is currently how it's looking for me. Cardano also is holding its support levels, and if we zoom out, we can actually see that the downtrend is slowing down a little bit. It's too early to say, but it's all moving here in waves, and yeah, I think we are hitting here a very, very relevant, very important support level on the ADA chart. Just want to focus a little bit on that, make you really aware. It's this orange line here on this ADA chart, on the weekly Binance chart. This orange support line has been supporting us even when we dropped below the 0.887 fib level, the last key fib level here in this current downtrend that can hold us. Even when we did drop below that, we made sure that we had support of this orange line at currently a little bit higher than 120 that is sitting. So we have not dropped below that yet, only very, very briefly, but currently finding support here at yeah, this orange line. I mean, we're a little bit above that now, making higher lows here again, but lower highs overall. And yeah, I mean, we dropped below the 0.887 fib level. I did say in this sort of bullish scenario that we're still in, we can even drop down to $1 in the worst case, but you can see how relevant this 125 level is. 124, 125, I did talk about it a lot of you know, since we dropped below the 145. The 125 is like the last key fib level before we drop to $1, but even from $1 we could make another start to the upside. If we drop below $1, as I said before, it will take much longer for us to recover. In my view, again, zooming out, we are currently in a wave 2, which means you have this wave 1 to the upside, wave 2 to the downside, wave 3 will be typically the longest wave. This comes after the wave 2, of course, and then you still get a wave 4 down and a wave 5 up. So we have a good starting position currently. The wave 3 is normally where you want to get in an uptrend, because this is the normally, as I said, the longest wave, the most impulsive one, and it leads to the best profits really, because in the wave 1, you know, it's too early normally in a trend, but yeah, we all got into the wave 1. I think this was when we made new all-time highs here. Wave 2 is then normally a steep correction, and we're doing that, you know, we're coming down all the way to the starting point here of that wave 1 nearly. That would be at $1. And as long as we stay above that, it's all fine. Again, if we drop below that, it will mean a longer correction. The good thing is here for Cardano, we've already started much earlier than many other cryptos with a correction, and the indicators are already low. Yes, no doubt they can fall a little bit further, but it's not much longer until we are here on the weekly RSI in the oversold range. Doesn't take much more, and we are already here nearly at an all-time low on the weekly RSI. So we are at an important support. We are at a very, very important support for Cardano. Probably the most important one that we've been having for a long time. We've never been that low on the MACD, on the weekly, and we are currently at an all-time low as well, just finding support here at the previous low, basically, of the weekly RSI. So if we drop further, that could then take us to the 30 line, which would then be the range where we get into the oversold. And I mean, if you're oversold on the weekly Cardano, a top 10 crypto, at some point, then there just needs to be that turnaround into a more bullish. And if we then turn bullish, I think we could get what we got earlier, just very, very impulsive, very parabolic moves to the upside, as not many cryptos with such a high market cap can do. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.